Rockwood 8313 here at Haylet RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Recent trade-in. Big, nice, lightweight bunkhouse. Normally, big two-slide bunkhouses like this in a conventionally built camper come in 8,300 pounds. This one's coming in 7,000, almost on the nose. Very lightweight from a very well-respected brand. Rockwood's pretty much the king of lightweights. This one does have a couple bumps and bruises. She is pre-owned. I'm going to try to point those out to you as we go, so that you leave this little tour with a good understanding of the fact that we do represent our inventory fairly and honestly. We definitely do make the attempt. This is a very well appointed lightweight. Power awning, power four-corner stabilizer jacks that you'll see down here, power tongue jack on the front. Everything's push button easy. Everything in a Rockwood Signature series is pretty much above and beyond anything anyone else is willing to do in lightweights. You know, we've got the full nose cap going on here. We've got a fully enclosed underbelly. You know, there's just things that they do on these that other lightweights won't do. You'll see these features on other travel trailers, but not on other lightweights, and that's where Rockwood is almost unchallenged, essentially, in that respect. All of your windows will open for ventilation, especially these nice cross-breeze windows on the sides of the slides. Those are good deals right there. So, a lot of lightweights. You can pound on the sidewalls all day long, but I encourage you to walk over the side of the slide out. Rockwoods you can still pound on. You can pound on the roof as well, the front and rear wall. Well, not the front wall, this has a cap, but the rear wall. This is 5-sided, laminated, with a you know, gel coat front nose cap. It is, again, better built and more highly appointed than anything else in the lightweight class. I didn't get a chance to look into and discover what these folks traded into and what they traded out of here. I could only guess one of two things: either a fifth wheel and they wanted to go larger, or the kids were no longer camping and they swapped into just a couples camper. One of the two. I haven't had a chance to find out, because typically you don't upgrade from a Rockwood, you upgrade to them. We have nicer aluminum wheels here, and if this were brand new, we'd be looking about $1,000 extra right here in just this frame, due to the fact that Rockwoods use independent, there we go, apparently I'm tongue-tied today, independent torsion axles. Each axle can move independently of the other. They're not joined at the middle. They're not like a balancing act system like most of the RV business. These are also radial tires, so I mean, just kind of what I'm trying to do is give you an idea here of everything is a little bit better. Even the entry door is a little bit wider. This is a 2-inch wider entry door in a Rockwood. Coming in, I really like the lighter colors. Now, when I first opened the door, this thing had sat in the sun unattended for a while, and I got hit right away by a little blast of that cigarette smell. So someone has definitely smoked in here. After a couple minutes, I had the door open. It really died down. It's still there. I can still detect it. I tend to be pretty sensitive to that kind of stuff, so I tend to notice it a lot more easily than a lot of other folks. But this is there, so it's something that I think, if it really went through a heavy detail, would pretty much get knocked down. But you might still be aware of it. You know, that's a very difficult thing to fully get rid of. So that's the kind of reason I put these videos together, because looking at just a couple photos, you're like, holy cow, this is the diamond in the rough. They got just a killer price tag on us. It's because of those little intangibles that you can't see, you know. It's not a full-blown smoker's special. It doesn't smell like a chimney in here, but it's there. Now, this stuff, I'm a sucker for. I call that a perfect pantry. I love it when the storage comes to you and you don't have to go to the storage. This way, you don't need to reach, you know, up to your elbow or your shoulder even all the way back in there. This is all plywood. You know, it's all good quality material. It's not pressboard or OSB. All you're ever going to find in a Rockwood is either plywood or aluminum. That's it. That's all they'll use, is higher grade stuff like that. Back here, this is a really cool bunkhouse slide section. What I like about it is the flow of the trailer. When you're walking in, it just has a very casual, natural, organic flow. It just opens up to you. I think it's very, very well done floor plan. So this bunk right here actually rolls up and rests against the top of the slide out during the day to give you use of this lower hide-a-bed sofa down here. So you have either a bunk with a bed below setup, or you just have a daytime sofa. So you either have an extended living room, you have a clubhouse, or anything you want to call it. You've got lots of storage space going on down here. You've got all kinds of good things happening for you. The roof is fully vacuum laminated, like I said, so not a lot of used trailers can you get really friendly and pound on them like that. So you've got your own little entertainment center here. Looks like somebody had installed a little bracket for a flat screen. Did a pretty nice job of it, actually. It's nice and solid. You've got lots of shelf space down here, like if you want to bring along extra electronics too. And the inclusion of that window right there was just smart, because it just adds a lot of light back here that you otherwise wouldn't. So you've got lots of drawer space going on here as well. Speaking of storage, coming back to the bathroom section, across from the bunkhouse, you'll see a split up bathroom. They have the sink out here in the living space, and the reason they do that is so that if in a bunkhouse you could have 6-8 people in here easily. If someone's in here taking a shower using the toilet and it's bedtime, the other kids can still brush their teeth and get ready for bed. It's actually very handy that way. Not to mention, you've got another sink you can wash your hands and get ready for bedtime and dinner time. And this is I don't got a whole lot of light going on here. I don't have a battery on. Close that. You've got a big sink here you can actually get your hands in. I apologize for the darkness there. Big closet too. I like this closet space. And this could easily be extra pantry space as well if need be. And that's kind of what I like about you'll never have too much storage. I've never had somebody trade in a camper say, you know, I really like it, but it's just got too much storage. I want to get something smaller. You know, that's never been the case. Big full-on skylight above the shower here, as well as a full-size Create-A-Breeze fan. So that's the bigger fan you see in bigger fifth wheels. Spinning around here. I do like to point out, in an ultralight, usually you get cheap panel doors on all of your cabinetry. That's not the case here. I mean, that is well built. That's what I like about Rockwood stuff. It is so solid. The longevity is just unparalleled. In the big super slide, we have a big King U dinette. Now, each side of the dinette does have full extension drawers here, which is really nice, so you can, you know, get to the storage space. In a bunkhouse like this, chances are you're going to have kids all over the place all the time. So you're not always going to want to just tell everyone, all right, get up, everybody get out of the dinette, you know. You want to be able to get to your storage without disrupting the whole flow of the day here. Central air and central heat, by the way. This is an excellent spring, summer, fall camper. With the underbelly enclosure, it'll dip a little further into the colder seasons of the year. I don't know that I'd call this like a Four Seasons Alaska camper. In fact, I would not do that. But I mean, as far as lightweights go, better insulated and better against cold weather camping than a lot of other brands. I don't know if these are the original electronics. Obviously, the stereo system and the XM system up here are. Don't know if that's the original factory TV, but be that as it may, nice flat screen TV included here. It is mounted, by the way, on a swing arm. So this TV can come out, it can angle, it can face any direction you want. That TV can do anything. You see that we do have pocket doors, not curtains, not accordion doors. I did notice this window shade looks like the bottom part has been removed. So this shade has seen some better days. Other than that, all of the shades worked in really nice shape, which is something that kind of surprised me. A lot of times, a lot of used trailers, those seem to get busted up a little bit. Just the one there might need some attention. Or if you want privacy, no problem, you're all set. Now, front window is something that just is not done a whole lot anymore, and it adds so much extra light up here. It makes this bedroom space feel so much bigger and so much more comfortable. Now, both sides of the bed do have big full closet sections. Now, I also like the hands-free overhead doors going on here, so you don't have to like juggle them open and closed with your head. They're just easier to get in and out of. I did notice too, if you peek down here, both sides of the bed do have power outlets, and they're right up next to your head, so both sides of the bed do have spaces to run things like CPAP machines. So you saw the living room TV. This is also obviously all set for a bedroom TV. This is a very nice swing arm somebody added aftermarket. You can easily spend upwards of $100 on stuff like that. Plus there's a little flat screen mount in the bunkhouse area. So this is really set up for 3-zone entertainment. Now, other things I like to point out are the fact that it's not just central AC, but it's double ducted. They have 2 AC runs in here. That gives you more airflow, more efficiency, keeps you colder, and it gets it down to temp more quickly. You know, there's a lot of good things like that going on. This has 12-volt tank heaters, for instance. Lightweights don't do that. Most RVs don't do that. Most towable RVs don't have 12-volt tank heating pads. This does. And that's a standard thing from Rockwood on the Signature Series. That is why I was saying they're some of the, you know, the best built, longest lasting, most highly appointed things in their class. If you're the type of person who doesn't mind a little smoker smell, or if you don't mind putting in a weekend worth of work to knock that down, you know, this could be an awesome unit for you, because by and large, pretty well kept, just used a little bit, but you know, it's a used RV. That happens. Give us a call, 800-256-5196. Hayward RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Take care, stay safe, happy camping.